Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Does Boxing. We're back again with another one. Like I told you guys last night when I did the IBF rankings, I'll be right back with the WBC rankings. They both came out on the same day, so we have to pick our spots. Before I get into that, man, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. You can follow me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom, Twitter, Instagram, tap into the website, ldusboxing.com. Appreciate everybody coming through for sure. Yes, sir. We're going to get into it, man. We got a lot of stuff in these new rankings, man. A lot of updates. I dropped it on my Twitter, so you follow me on Twitter. You already seen that last night. Got some rave reviews. Got some, a lot of interesting comments. So we're going to touch on it. Just Do Boxing in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Appreciate you coming through, as always. All right, we're going to do a little screen share. So these rankings normally come out, well, they kind of fluctuate. The WBC rankings come out like either the second week or the third week of the month. So you can go to their website and check it out for sure. Yes, sir. So try to make it a little larger for you guys. Let's get it. All right. So starting with the heavyweight division, we know Usyk is the unified champion, WBC, WBO, WBA. So we don't have no fights or nothing like that lined up for him. Conventional wisdom would tell us that he'll fight the winner between Dubois and Parker to become undisputed again. That's a big fight, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? So he's chilling right now. Number one, Gabriel and Sang is going to fight February 22nd for the WBC interim title. That's a big fight right there. That's underrated, and that's my favorite fight on that February 22nd card. I know it's a crazy card, a lot of good fights. I like that one. I like the underrated shit that nobody talk about, but that's kicking off the show. That's the first fight of the pay-per-view. You can't get no more crazier than that, right? So that's what's up. Lawrence Okolie is number 3. So Lawrence Okolie is going to fight April the 5th on Queensberry's first show with the Zone, official partnership with the Zone. He's going to face Richard Harapur. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned for that. Announcement should be coming pretty soon. Dylan White is going to fight Joe Joyce on that card. All right, so that's a heavyweight event right there. So I like Lawrence Okolie. His first fight at heavyweight official, he was like 260. I think him getting down to about 250, 245, he'll probably be all right. Martin Bakole, he going to face F.A. Ajaba. That's like May the 2nd on that Haney, Ryan Garcia, all those guys on that same card. They're going to fight for the IBF final eliminator. So the winner would be the mandatory for the Dubois Parker winner. So that's what's up. That's a good fight. Joelov, number 9, he was supposed to fight Thursday, but he pulled out because he was sick. So hopefully he'll bounce back. Although Wallen is going to face Derek Chisora today. We're going to get ready for that, you know what I'm saying, a couple of hours. So, yeah. I think that's it. I know Deontay's supposed to fight Curtis Harper April 26th. They're probably waiting to announce that. They still got more than 2 months, so, you know what I'm saying, to announce that. So, yeah, we'll see what's up. So, he's number 14. Andy Ruiz, hopefully he'll come back too. So, yeah, that's what it is. Bridgerweight, ain't really too much to talk about, you know what I'm saying. I know Kevin Laverne is supposed to fight the silver champion, Radchenko, February 22nd. Haven't really heard too much on that fight, you know what I'm saying. So, we'll see. But yeah, there ain't really nothing popping with Bridgerweight, so we're gonna keep it moving. Cruiserweight. So Cruiserweight, we actually got some shit rolling, you know what I'm saying, with the Cruiserweight division, because there's a lot of things been changing, we got new champion, unified champions, Zerto Ramirez. Jay Abataya is one of the best fighters in boxing. He's the IBF champion. Now, Badu Jack, he just came out of recess to get his title back because the champion, Noel McCallan, having issues with Don King. So that's why when people always mention Don King's fighters fighting other people like Blair Cobbs, Ian Green, whoever else is with Don King, I kind of like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I kind of raise my eyebrow because I don't see Don King letting those guys out, but that's something else. But Badu Jack, He's going to fight Ryan Rositzky sometime April or May. Ryan Rositzky is the mandatory. He get hella opportunities. And his team won the purse bid, so that fight got to go to Canada. So we'll see when we get that fight date. Number 2, Peralta versus Sislak. No, yeah. Peralta versus Sislak supposed to fight. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's supposed to be an interim title fight. So we'll see what's up. Chris Billam-Smith versus Brandon Glanson. So that's 4 versus 5. That fight is going down April 26th on the undercard of Eubank and Ben. That's a good ass fight right there. That's a good cruiserweight fight. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Masquia up in there. He just beat Sheriff Clark. Yanel Dorlicos. So he's going to fight. He's the WBA mandatory. He's going to fight Zerto. Probably April 19th is what I'm hearing. Probably LA. So LA, San Antonio. Those are two sites out here. But that's a good fight too. Yo, Dorlicos is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? He's been inactive, and a lot of fans probably forgot about Dorlicos. But he's a natural cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? I know Zerto come into his own, but that's a tough fight for me. I want to see. The only thing really swaying me to Zerto, I like his skills, and he's active. That's the thing. He's very active. Zerto ain't really been. Dorlicos ain't really been active like that. So we'll see. All right, light heavyweight. So light heavyweight popping right now. We seen that big fight last weekend. Benavidez and Morrell. That was crazy. So that brings a lot of new life in this division. Arthur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol. Undisputed rematch. February 22nd. Yo, love that. So that's what's up. Dave Benavidez is the interim champion. He's also the WBA regular champion. So he's mandatory for both. That's a natural fight. I think everybody would agree right now. The top 4 light heavyweights, Beterbiev, Bivol, Benavidez, and Dave Morrell. Then there's other guys up under them. They can fight too. There's probably climbing in that 5th, trying to get that 5th spot. But I think Morrell solidified himself as the 4th best light heavyweight off that performance. Because I think that performance that he had against Benavidez would probably beat a lot of these guys in these rankings. But it's all good. It's all good. So right now, Bivol's number 1. Morrell, they put him in at number 2. I like that ranking. Like this based off what I just mentioned about him being the top 4. Albert Ramirez, we seen him on Thursday. He looked good. That's another top light heavyweight. So number 3, I ain't mad at it. Alexander Volchik, former world champion. Connor Wallace, Willie Hutchinson. So you got good names. Anthony Yard. I ain't really mad at the rankings. You know what I'm saying with this one. The WBC normally have good rankings. Normally have the guys in the rankings. You might not agree with the order, but they normally have the right names in the top 15. So, yeah. I would like to see Dan Morrell come back. I like an Albert Ramirez fight. I like a Jesse Hart fight in number 14. That would make sense to me. Ben Whitaker, he's number 11. He's supposed to rematch that guy, Liam Cameron. They gave him a tough fight. They fell out the ring. A lot of controversy. Looking like April the 19th. So y'all stay tuned for that announcement. For sure. Oh, my bad. Go back. Zach Parker, he's fighting tonight. He's fighting on the Shazor card. He got a late replacement. Yo, it might be a tough fight. That guy he's fighting is like he only got 1 loss, so he got a lot of knockouts. He's like 23-1 with 18 knockouts. So y'all pay attention to that fight. Could be something crazy. You never know. Alright, super middleweight. So the news been crazy at super middleweight lately. Teach in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. They got your boy Angel Ferreira in the top 15 now. You know what I'm saying? Now you know who he is. Let's get it. He's number 10. We're gonna get there though. So Canelo Alvarez been all over the boxing airways and shit. The news media going viral. Unified champion at 168. We all know what Canelo brings to the table, and that back and forth shit. But look like he's gonna fight in May in Riyadh season in Saudi. I mean, I'm hearing names like Jamal Charlo, Bruno Saccharis, William Skull. We'll see who he picked. It is what it is. He still probably got a couple more weeks before he decides on who he's gonna pick. Christian and Billy is number 1, but he's going down the IBF route. He's going to fight number 7, Kevin Saljo, IBF final eliminator, probably April or May. Saljo's team won the final eliminator, won the purse bid, right? They won the purse bid, so they trying to take it to France. And Billy's team was trying to take it to Canada, but they lost all on the bid, so they're going to have to go to France, which still is that's a big fight. That's probably the biggest fight in France, you know what I'm saying, and Billy versus Saljo. So they should really have some good numbers. Pacheco, number 2, not mad at it. So if you look at these names, like I said, you might not agree with the order, but the names is pretty solid. Pacheco had a good performance against Steve Nelson. Iglesias is likely to fight for a WBC interim title versus Luca Planet, number 4. So 3 versus 4. Jaime Munguia up in there. Berlanga should be back in March. His opponent should be announced real soon. Let me see. Callum Simpson, he's solid. Lester Martinez, so he pulled out the fight with Joshawn James like 3 times. They rescheduled the fight on ProBox for March 22nd. It was supposed to be today, February the 8th. They pushed it back to March 22nd. He's gonna fight Joshawn James. Beck the Bully up in there. Everybody Yaza, who's gonna fight Stephen Butler coming up March 14th. Ali Ahmadev, number 13. He's gonna fight Magic Selecki. I think he's fighting for the silver title too, WBC silver title, and that is February 28th. Shaquille Finn, he had a good win recently, and then Derevchenko. So, solid names. Yes, sir. So William Skull, I know he's hoping and praying he get that Canelo fight. You know what I'm saying? So Canelo can become undisputed, and then go into the fight with Crawford. So Crawford can attempt to become a 3-division world champion, undisputed champion. So that's the thing. It's been a soap opera. That's what's up. That's good for boxing, right? That if you create content and you like that route, shit, you can make your bread. You can talk about boxing. It's in the mainstream. They say boxing is dead, but yeah, it's been a soap opera for sure. 2 cents in the building. What's good? Salute. I'm from the LDTV. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Alright, middleweight. Carlos Adames, he gonna defend his WBC title against Hamza Shiraz. He had some issues getting on board. He was supposed to leave on Thursday, but he had some issues getting out the country. From my understanding, everything is good to go. He's supposed to leave today. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll check his social media to see if everything is good to go. But Hamza Shiraz and Adames is a good fight, you know what I'm saying? It's going to add more to that card on February 22nd. So, let's go. We got Chris Eubank, number 2. He's going to fight Conor Ben. Number 3, Nursultanov. Now, he's supposed to get the winner between Adames and Shiraz. Now, we'll see if he falls by the wayside. Number 5, Hernandez. We seen him last weekend. He's number 1 in the WBA. He's a good fighter. Olaha, number 7. So he's going to fight IBF final eliminator against Kyron Davis. I like that fight for Kyron Davis. Now Kyron Davis might have to travel to Germany to get that, but that's the IBF eliminator, and I like Kyron Davis as an underdog. And I think this is a fight where, because he always fight outside of his weight to me, and I think this is an opportunity for him to actually get, fulfill, all his talent, you know what I'm saying, in a fight like this. So yeah, let's go. Fedor Shikazin just had a victory last weekend. Ammo will be back March the 15th against Patrice Vinoy. That's a tough fight, y'all. I'm telling you. I keep saying, every time I think about that fight, that's a tough one. Liam Smith, he has one of the McKenna brothers, Aaron McKenna. That's on the Eubank and Ben card too. Good fight. Denzel Bentley is a WBO mandatory, but his mandatory is not due yet. Bruno Socceris, so he knocked out Jaime Munguia. But y'all know, and this is middleweight division, so that's why I want to point it out. He came into the new middleweight rankings. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you guys knew this, but he was a career middleweight before he moved up and got the opportunity to fight Jaime Munguia and slept him. And the rematch for Munguia looked like it's not on. So Sakaris is one of the names for Canelo if Canelo want to choose for May, but we'll see. If not, I mean, number 14, that's not bad. Maybe he can climb up some more and get an opportunity because that's a big win for him. That Munguia knockout was going to get him big fights. And then Marquise Taylor, number 15. So yeah, trained by Sean Porter. Yes, sir. All right, 154. Said big fight. 154. Which one you talking about? Which one? Which one? Sakaris got himself a meal ticket. If it happens, yeah, that's how that shit be rolling, bro. All right, 54. Sebastian Fundora, unified champion. He got Cordell Booker. Looking like March 22nd. They may move that though. But Cordell Booker entered the new rankings at number 14. Alright. He was like 17 last month. So he's number 5 in the WBO. He's number 14 in the WBC now. So he meet the criteria. You got the interim champion, Virgil Ortiz. He's gonna fight Majimov February 22nd. That's a good fight right there. They took Earl Spence Jr. out the top spot. They took him out the rankings altogether. So Earl Spence is no longer ranked by anybody. So I mean, ain't no big surprise with that with him. Bohachuk is the new number 1. He is a mandatory for the winner between Virgil and Majimov, right? So that I don't mind that. You see Xander up there, Charles Conwell, Jesus Ramos. So we got good fighters, yo. Young fighters too. Calvin Wash. Ennis Tellis. He's gonna fight J-Rock on Tank Davis on the card. That's a WBA fight. WBA interim title for Tellis. So yeah, that's what's up, man. I mean, 154 is good. Is a good division. We all know. It's like that's a lot of landmines at 154, but Cordell Booker getting this opportunity, I ain't really mad at it, especially with the ring rust of Fundora. He got to get back in the ring. He get that out the way, maybe he get a big fight. You know what I'm saying? I like to see Fundora with any of these guys, Bohachuk, Virgil, Majimov. If Jamel Charlo coming back, I like that. You know what I'm saying? The unification with Batum Matazaliev is good. I like all that. D-Lo in the building. What's good with you? Salute. Appreciate you coming through. So yeah, that's what it is. I think the biggest thing, I got people got their up in their they got their feelings with Earl Spence Jr. getting out the rankings. Like they don't know he's inactive. So I think that's a big thing. And then this one right here is a big deal that I seen on my social media. So Devin Haney is the new number 1 at welterweight. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody going crazy over the I'm the only one that was posting that shit. You know what I'm saying? So everybody talking about it. If you seen it, it came from me because I'm the only one talking about rankings like that. So y'all know what it is. But Devin Haney is number 1. A lot of discussion, why and all this and that. Me, my personal shit, I ain't mad at it because this is what happens when a champion in the lower weight class want to go to another weight class. They put him number 1. Is he the mandatory? No, there's no mandatory for Barrios. He been talking about getting the Barrios fight for a long time. Is the Barrios fight next or in the near future? Probably not because he locked into like a 3-fight situation, from my understanding. Jose Ramirez in May, Ryan Garcia in October. If it's a great fight, you know what I'm saying, they can run it back, or he supposed to fight Teofimo. The winner between Teofimo is supposed to fight Boots. I don't know. They trying to do something like that, but maybe he can get Barrios. But as of right now, probably not yet. So it's not really a big surprise. And if you mad at Haney, more likely if you mad at Haney being number 1, you just a Haney hater, right? That's just what that is. Because if you look at a lot of these guys, who else deserves to be number 1? I know what I'm saying? You'll sacrifice your hate for Haney would make Suleiman Sissoko #1, who haven't fought in over a year, and he ain't really popping like that. You probably don't know how to say his name when you see it on the screen. So it's like, I don't know. I'd rather take Devin Haney as #1. He's a proven champion, moving up in weight. I don't care if he ain't fought in the weight class because that shit happens. Y'all know how this shit works. People act like they brand new to boxing. And this is my thing though. If you mad about Devin Haney moving out the rankings or Earl Spence getting the #1 spot, coming off a knockout loss, and he ain't fought in the weight class, and you know what I'm saying, you gotta keep that same energy for other fighters it happens to other fighters too. Like as we get down in these rankings, I'm gonna point it out. Like, oh, he coming off a loss. Look at his ranking. You know what I'm saying? So it's just selective outrage, but I'm here for it. Just bring your knowledge to the table. That's all. You bring your knowledge to the table, and keep the emotions. You know what I'm saying? We good to go. We can go all day. He said, "Wow." He said, "No, actually, that's what I'm saying, bro. So shit, I'd rather keep Haney right there." You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Sissoko's supposed to face Igor Cavalasis for the final eliminator, but he broke his hand, so they got to reschedule that. Conor Benn going to fight Eubank. Jen Sasaki, he got a nice ranking. He's one of those guys that's under the umbrella of Naoya anyway. Curiel at #6, he can run that back with Alexis Rocha. That was a good fight. Aber Ramos, he almost beat Barrios. You know what I'm saying? The way Barrios been looking, he might not even get to fight Devin Haney. The way he been looking. Let's give it a buck. Bruce Gas in the building. Salute. So yeah, you know. Let me see. Patty Donovan, he's going to fight for the IBF final eliminator versus Lewis Crocker. Who else got something coming? Yeah, that's about it right there. Alright, keep it moving. 140. Yes, sir. Tish, you still in the building. You got your boy Andrew Fiera. Now you know him. You know what I'm saying? Let me highlight him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he put up a great effort against Pitbull Cruz. Gave him a tougher fight than a lot of people was expecting. So salute to him getting that ranking. Alberto Playo versus Sandor Martin, WBC title. That's on the Tank Davis Lamont Roach card. Yo, listen, I'm still trying to figure out who I want to win that fight, or who I think gonna win that fight. Because that's pretty much 50-50, bro. You know what I'm saying? Playo and Martin. That could be, it can be a boring ass fight. I'm trying to figure out who's going to be the attacker in that fight. Is it going to be Playo? Playo throw a lot of punches, and he throw a lot of hard shots, but it's not really heavy shots. And he can keep you occupied with his range and his, his combinations. Sandor Martin is a crafty counterpuncher, southpaw. I don't know, bro. But I'm interested though, and we're gonna see who gonna win that fight for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Fiera, he did well. He had the name. It's just you didn't know the name because he been beating guys and fighting on Matchroom and all types of shit. It's just, you know what I'm saying? You didn't want messing with him like that. Yeah, he was getting it in. Playo, I like Playo and the Sandor fight. Yeah, I like it too. I just don't know who to pick right now. Alright, look at these rankings. You got Dalton Smith #2. Now he's in position to fight mandatory, but he's in a position to beat the mandatory. You know what I'm saying? What I've been saying is Pitbull Cruz gonna get the winner between Playo and Sandor Martin. That's what I've been saying. You know what I'm saying? You see Pitbull Cruz #3. You know what I'm saying? Dalton Smith, I don't know, maybe he'll get his opportunity, but I can see Playo versus Pitbull Cruz. I know that style might not, Pitbull Cruz might not like that style based on what Rayo did to him, but hey, y'all see how they presented that fight last week with Pitbull and Fiera. Aztec Warriors, they even gave him a little trophy belt. I'm just saying. And then look, this peep game. They gave him a trophy belt, and then next thing you know, he's #3 in the new WBC rankings at 140. Last month he was rated at 135. So I'm just saying, just putting shit together, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not really rocket science if you're paying attention. You can see the play. You know what I'm saying? Like they really build up that fight with Pitbull and Fiera. They had a press conference in Mexico in the WBC event, and they did a face-off there. They ended no face-off until fight week. So I'm just, putting little pebbles in people's minds. Give you something to think about. Yeah, he do. Yeah. He can box. He kind of aggressive a little bit, but yeah, he a good fighter. So yeah, Dalton Smith, Pitbull, Adolfo Delgado. Him and Elvis Rodriguez working on the deal. Well, I think it's done. They're gonna fight. Supposed to fight April the 5th on the Top Rank card. Top Rank is looking for a main event because Zor Adalev and Raymond Mortala, their fight gonna get pushed back because Zor Adalev is observing Ramadan, and that's a whole month of March, so he ain't trying to train through that. So they're gonna push that back. So they're looking for a main event for that card. So Elvis versus Adolfo, that's a good fight though. Yes, sir. Josh Taylor, I'm not sure. I was hearing he was gonna sign with Matchroom, but I'm not sure. Paro, hope to see him back. You know what I'm saying? He's a good fighter. Matisse is gonna face Gabriel Valenzuela March the 1st, IBF final eliminator for Hitchens. That's a good fight. I'm looking forward to it. Jose Ramirez, so he's number 8. It's real easy for Jose Ramirez to reclassify to 147 by the time he fight Devin Haney in May. So probably like in the next couple of rankings that comes out in the WBC, we'll probably see Jose Ramirez crack the top 15 at 147. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what's good. He said he should have just fought Matisse. Who that? Who should have fought Matisse? Elvis. Well, he won't. He didn't never get. It never got down to him, right? So what happened? The IBF ordered a fight. It was Matisse, Valenzuela, and then Elvis. Valenzuela accepted it. If he wouldn't have accepted it, we got the Elvis. So that's the misconception. You know what I'm saying? PJ's Big Dog, what's good with you, bro? Salute. That bro Mike in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. So just to run some more fights, let me see. 140. 140 is a good division too. Pierce O'Leary, he's gonna fight on one of those Queensberry shows coming up. He's gonna fight John Fernandez for the European title. Look at Adam Azim, number 11. Yo, Andy Hearn said that since Adam Azim won the IBO title, he can't get ranked by no sanctioning body. So he lied to us. Adam Azim is number 11. There you go. Michelle Rivera, we should see him back soon as well. Arthur Beslanov, we seen him on Thursday. He looked good though. He stopped that dude Mahmoud in 2 rounds. So yeah, 140 is a good division, top to bottom. A lot of landmines at 140. A lot of landmines. 135. So Shakur Stevenson, he's gonna fight Schofield. Schofield coming in at number 13 in the new WBC ranking. So right on time for his opportunity at the world title. Williams Zepeda is the interim champion. He's gonna run it back with number 2, Tevin Farmer. We have a new number 1. Andy Cruz is the new number 1. Now, he's not the mandatory. I know people see that, get excited, and go crazy. It gets him closer, though, but he's not the mandatory. The reason why he got this position is process of elimination. Last month, number 1 was Ray Mortala. He's fighting for IBF interim title, so he out the rankings. All right. Number 2 last month was Keyshawn Davis. He fighting for the WBO title next week. He's out the rankings. So Andy Cruz was number 3. Like I said, process of elimination. He moves up to the number 1 spot. Now, we'll see what Matchroom do with that. You know what I'm saying? If he a couple of fights away from getting Shakur, maybe he actually jumped to the front of the line because after this, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who else Matchroom gonna get to fight Shakur. To be honest, they basically doing the same thing, the same way they did the Boots. they figuring shit out on the fly instead of having a game plan. I know they saying Zepeda, but Zepeda been turning down Shakur like going on 2 years. I think it's time to move on. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. So if he ain't fighting Zepeda, and if he ain't gonna get the Tank fight, who he gonna fight? Shit, might have to go expedite that Andy Cruz fight. So we'll see what's to it. Let me see. Going down these rankings. So Ricardo Nunes, he jumped up 10 spots. He was number 13 last month. Now he's number 3. He had a fight in Panama in January on a Riyadh season card. He won a unanimous decision. Under the radar, nobody talked about. We know Ricardo Nunes is a former opponent of Gervonta Tank Davis. The fight he had in Baltimore stopped him in 2 rounds. That's a big ass jump. I'm just saying. So maybe he's in position for somebody. Maybe Andy Cruz for unification. Not unification, but a final eliminator. Maybe somebody else. I don't know. But when you see somebody jump that high in the rankings, yeah, it's something to it. It's definitely something to it. Let me see who got something coming up. Number 8, Herrera. He's going to fight March the 15th. Abdullah Mason. He's number 10. Look at that Abdullah Mason. That went up to number 10. That's fire. Abdullah Mason is going to fight next week against Manuel James. Then they might try to bring him back real quick. I'm thinking, no, this is what I heard. He's supposed to fight February the 14th and April the 5th. So it may be an opportunity where Abdullah Mason may be able to headline his first show. Now, I mentioned this earlier in the show that Zor Adelev and Mortala, since we're on lightweight, it makes sense to talk about it some more. Zor Adelev and Mortala is not going to fight April the 5th in Vegas. They're looking for a main event, right? So they don't got nothing solidified. They got the co-main event, Elvis versus Landolfo Delgado. Elvis Rodriguez, Landolfo Delgado. They need a main event. Maybe Mason. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Abdullah Mason at number 10 can step into that limelight and maybe headline that, give him a top opponent, and put him in that position just to see where he sells at. You know what I'm saying? See how shit gonna click. Because the venue they fighting at is a small venue. So it ain't like they telling him to go to the MGM. He fighting at the Palms, old school venue in Vegas. So why not give him the opportunity to see if he can become a star? Let's get that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how he look next week. Coming off probably his worst performance. He got dropped 2 times, but he came back, had a highlight reel stoppage. He's facing Manuel James, who just lost to Rolly, so he should look good against him. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. I like shit like that. I ain't saying that shit is done, but I'm just putting the pieces together because ain't nobody even thinking about Abdullah Mason maybe headlining. So I'm just throwing shit out there that could make sense because they're looking for a main event. And if you look at top ranked fighters, look, Brian Norman Jr. you would think should be a main event fighter as a world champion. He's on the undercard. Even Shushu Carrington, he's on that undercard too. Maybe he can headline. He's been around enough that he probably should be able to headline right now, like these small shows. Jared Anderson is on the undercard next week. Maybe if he look good, maybe he can headline. I don't know. They don't really got a lot of headlines. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Xander Zayas is on the undercard. Janabek is fighting in Kazakhstan that day. So it's not beyond the possibility that Abdullah Mason can get the nod. We have to see, bro. I'm just throwing shit out. Maxie Hughes, that's a fight I can see for Andy Cruz as well. Being both guys is a top ranked guy. I mean, matchroom fighters, Maxie Hughes and Andy Cruz. Yoshino, y'all remember Yoshino? Y'all gave him hell for fighting Shakur. He come back into the new WBC rankings at number 15. He's also in the new WBA rankings. So maybe he's an opponent for one of these top name guys. I'm just saying, this is why I like to do this because nobody is tracking Yoshino. He only getting heat because he fought Shakur. So nobody else, you don't care about him no more. But you know what I'm saying? Let's bring him back to life. If he's in these rankings, maybe he got something coming. You know what I'm saying? So I have to throw that out there. Yes, sir. So we keep it moving. 130. Andrew Gray, what's good with you, bro? He said, what if Tevin beats him? If he beats Zepeda, then maybe he'll. I definitely think Tevin Farmer would definitely take that Shakur fight for sure. And that's not beyond the possibility that he beats Farmer. I mean that he beats Zepeda in the rematch. Then shit's is against him because he got to go to Mexico and shit like that. But yeah, if he beat him, he should. I would want him to fight Shakur. He'd be the mandatory, and I would push for that. I think that should be good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and I think he can do that too. Hasn't been fight. He had one fight. I think last year in June. He had a fight in June. So a bunch of rankings came out since then, and now all of a sudden he popped in the WBA for February and the WBC for February 2025, and he fought June or July 2024. So that tells you something popping, bro, for sure. He won a couple after. I thought he just won one fight after Shakur. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe you're right, bro. But even with that though, I know his last fight was like last summer. You know what I'm saying? So if his last fight was last summer, why he didn't come into the rankings immediately? You feel what I'm saying? Not knocking what you're saying, Chief. Salute to you, bro. I'm just saying, like, that's just telling me he might got something lined up. You know what I'm saying? He only had one fight since Shakur. Yeah, June. Yes, sir. Yeah, go double check that shit, bro. Make sure we good. We on the same page. All right, 130. Shaki Foster, WBC champion. I want a unification with him and Emmanuel Navarrete. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure how long Shaki Foster is going to stay at 130. Because I know he's tight at the weight. And that, you know what I'm saying? We'll see what's up. But I want to see him unify. I think that should be the natural fight. Unification with Emmanuel Navarrete. He can't unify with Lamont Roach because Lamont Roach fighting Tank. The IBF is vacant, so he can't unify that. Him and Navarrete on the same side of the street. That's what they tell us. They should make the fight. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the only fight right now. Rocky Hernandez will be back February 28th. He got a good fight with what's his name? Tellus, the one who just fought Schofield. You see Mark Macedo, Yakubal. Conceição, he gonna stay in the rankings. Ray Ford, look for Ray Ford to be back April the 12th on the Boots and Stay on this card. It's looking like he's gonna run it back with Vasquez. Yeah, it looked like he's gonna run it back with Vasquez. Everybody thought Vasquez beat him a couple years ago. Let me see who got something coming. Michael Magnisi got something coming. He got a fight date. I just seen Mauricio Lara. Number 8, Rikishi. Rikishi is going to fight for the vacant IBF title against Sugar Nunes. So they're working on that. I'm thinking May time frame. That's going to be a fight of the year candidate. I'm telling y'all. Rikishi versus Nunes. Mark that shit down. Screenshot it. Voice recorded. That's going to be a fight of the year candidate. Andres Cortez, he's still with Top Rank, man, but I'm not sure if they hire him no more. I know he pulled out a fight, he missed weight, and y'all know when you start missing weight, pulling out of fights, and you turn down fights and lose, like back-to-back, or you lose fights you're not supposed to lose, Top Rank get rid of your ass, for sure. Ryan Gardner, he's going to fight March the 1st on Queensberry, so it is, around 130. Featherweight, so we got new champion Stephen Fulton, two-time, two-division world champion. So he put on a good performance against Brandon Figueroa. Took him to school, beat him twice. So he's in a good position. I'm hearing Ray Vargas. He's supposed to fight Ray Vargas, who is champion in recess. And Ray Vargas is coming off some injuries. So he took the recess to allow Figueroa to become champion and fight Fulton. Now, that's the fight that's supposed to be next. But we're going to see. Shushu Carrington is fighting a title eliminator March the 29th against the kid named Viva. And Vivas. That's a good fight because those guys, Vivas give guys tough fights. They was supposed to fight before, but the fight got postponed. So Shushu would be in line to get be the mandatory for Fulton. So that's, I mean, I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I would like to, see if Fulton can unify this division and circle back and get Leo. He beat Leo before. That was a good win. That's a great hindsight 2020 win. He's in position where that he can probably beat some of these top guys. Nick Ball, he know how to fight in the trenches, so he can probably slow down some of the shit Nick Ball brings to the table. Like, he an interesting guy, Fulton. Dusted himself off, got back in position, won the world title. So, you know what I'm saying? He kind of shut up the naysayers and the doubters, which that's what's up though. They nobody mad at that. Like, because I thought Figueroa was gonna win too. I thought Figueroa was gonna outwork him down the stretch. But Figueroa came out fighting Southpaw and gave up the first 5 rounds. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, nasty work. So yeah, man, salute to Fulton though. He come back and be great. So that's all you can ask for as a boxing fan for these fighters. Let me see. So talked about Shushu, March 29th. Carlos Castro, good fighter. Figueroa is number 3. I like Omar Trinidad. He's number 2 in the IBF. Cuello, he had a come from behind knockout victory last week. He won the WBA eliminator. He's the mandatory for Nick Ball. Yeah, he had to come back to get that. Arnold Kagai, he's gonna face Joey Gonzalez March the 8th on Pro Box. Number 15, Kameda, he's fighting Louis Neri. Yeah, Louis Neri. He's gonna fight Louis Neri February 22nd. Yes, sir. So yeah, featherweight heating up. You got Espinoza up there. That shit heating up. Let me see. He said mess up the money. Fully waiting on that. Yeah, I think that I don't know. He said trust me. I don't know. I feel like that's a bad style matchup for him. Like, he got all boxed in that fight. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Yeah, that's a good fight. Yeah, he did some real stuff. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know what he was doing. I gave him. Damn, I think I gave him 5. But I ain't gonna lie, I'll be honest, that's probably a sympathy round. And I gave him, was it 10? Man, it wasn't that many. Shit, yeah, I can't really. It wasn't that many. He didn't do that much shit in the fight, so yeah. Alright, 122, we got Inoue Undisputed. Y'all know his plans already. He trying to fight Picasso in June. It may be in Japan or some shit. I don't know. They're supposed to be in Vegas, but I think it got pushed back because of the scheduling. But he trying to fight Picasso in June, maybe Sam Goodman or MJ in September, and then Riyadh season in December against somebody. So we'll see. Picasso's number 1. Tapales, you got Louis Neri, Sam Goodman. So you like the top guys is in position in this division. But I want to see how Louis Neri look coming off the knockout loss to Inoue. He's an excited fighter. He's gonna fight the 22nd. Masu, I like him. He had a great performance against Liam Davies. So hopefully we get him back. He's a good fighter, good boxer for sure. We got 118. Jonto Nakatani, man. He's gonna make a title defense February 24th. You know what I'm saying? February 24th. It kind of basic to me. El Fenice was good. Yeah, Jonto Nakatani is back. He's gonna face David Cuellar, and that's a solid fight. Good title defense for Jonto. Jonto got big fights ahead of him. Now, from my understanding, Jonto want to unify this division, and before he move up to 122 to go after Inoue fight. So yeah, he got some shit to clean up at 118. It's a lot of fighters that he can unify with. You know what I'm saying? So back to my original point, right? When I said that, Earl Spence coming off a knockout loss, he was number 1 in the WBC at 154. And people gave him shit. Well, Juan Francisco Estrada, coming off a knockout loss to Bam Rodriguez, moved up in weight. He's number 1 at 118. He's been number 1 for about 4-5 months. So you know what I'm saying? It's different. The energy changes depending on the fighter. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So that's just the nature of the beast with boxing. If I don't fuck with you, then I can spin any type of narrative. But this is crazy. You can use that same narrative against your own point. It depends how knowledgeable the person you try to rock with is. That's all it is. A lot of people ain't really knowledgeable with this boxing shit, so they really just go off what everybody else say, and they react emotionally. But this shit happens all the time. Look at this shit. Look at Estrada. You know what I'm saying? They was giving Spence hell for whatever. Now, do I necessarily agree with it? I don't, but I do agree with keeping the same energy though across the board. That's what I agree with. But yeah, I just had to throw that out there. Tenshin Nasukawa, he got Jason Maloney. They fight next week. That's a good one. Let me see who else got some. My man, the boxing source, he just put this out. He said Gary Antoine Russell is going to fight on a Pro Box show in the D.C. area in April. Salute to him for that news, for sure. Andrew Kane is going to fight Charlie Edwards. I think that's, what's that, March that's on the Nick Ball card, March the 15th. All right, there go Jesse Van Rodriguez right there. Yes, sir. He said facts. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just like the energy to be the same. That's all. I just feel like do your shit though. I ain't mad at it. But I just like the energy to be the same because you make yourself sound crazy. You can't argue the same point that you disagree with. That shit sounds stupid. Oh shit. But yeah, Bam Rodriguez, he's looking to unify sometime in May. You know, he one of the best fighters, young fighters. He just re-signed with Matchroom. He want to unify this division, but I don't know if it's necessarily there for him. The other guys got shit popping, but they talking about doing Bam versus Fernando Martinez. That's the best fight in this division. It's a unification. That's the one they need to make. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Let's get it. You got Chocolate Tito up in there. He's supposed to fight for a title. They said the WBO. Andrew Maloney, he had a comeback victory. Kosei Tanaka, so Ramasai. So you still got solid names and former world champions in this division. But yeah, Bam is the man. Bam is like that. Flyweight Kenshiro Tajiri. He's gonna fight a unification fight with the WBA champion Sergio Yuri Akui. Those guys gonna fight. I think it's March the 13th in Japan. So we got another unification at the lower weight class. This is a big time fight right here for Kenshiro, because Kenshiro was unified at 108. He vacated those titles to come to 112, and he's trying to do the same thing. So let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. To Lau Yufai, he got to face Francisco Rodriguez. That's a tough fight, but that's a good one. I think Yufai, yeah, he retired Sonny Edwards, did his thing. So look at like April, May for that fight. But I like Galal. Galal is good. He action packed too. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I think Cordova's supposed to fight somebody, but I forgot. Yankee Rivera. He's supposed to be on Berlanga's card. Ricardo Rafael Sandoval is fighting next week on the Duarte Medueno card. So that's what's up. And that's a good fight too. That's a good replacement, Medueno. I ain't gonna lie. That shit fire. So yeah. Felix Alvarado is the IBF mandatory again. Former world champion. He get hella opportunities. 108, Pena Pedistri, CP Freshmart. Yo, he won the title against Carlos Gonzalez, a vacant title. It was a close, well, no, I shouldn't want no close fight. It was competitive, but I thought Gonzalez won that fight clearly. So they gonna run that shit back. The WBC ordered that fight. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. That's a good fight. the IBF champion. I talked about this last night with the IBF rankings, but the IBF champion, 108 pounds, Yabuki, he's moving up to 112 to fight the IBF champion there, Angel Ayala. They gonna fight March the 30th. That's what's up, yo. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Champion versus champion, trying to be great. Eric Rosa is the WBA champion at 108. He just won a vacant title. And Awata, he's damn. Y'all forgot who Awata fight. Y'all gotta forgive me, but he's fighting on that. No, I know who he fighting. He fighting the Puerto Rican kid Santiago, Rene Santiago, March the 13th. On the same card as Kenshiro. On that card, that Kenshiro card, they got like 4 world title fights. Yes, sir. So yeah, bro, they getting busy down here in these low weight classes. A lot of these boxing fans, y'all boxing fans, be scared to come down this far. This is where the best fights be at, and they fighting each other. Y'all come on down here, bro. Get some of this work. It's some good fights and good fighters down here. Hold on, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna go down. He said the Brown brother retired. I see him in the ring with his brother. Yeah, he retired. Yeah, he was having some mental health issues. So he went back to San Antonio, and he was supposed to come back last year on a pro box card, but shit wasn't working out. So he went back to San Antonio and opened up a gym, and Bam was in there doing the mix with him. So I'm not sure we got nothing coming. You know what I'm saying? I saw that. And Gary Antonio Russell. Antonio, the one that fight at 118. Yeah, the one that fight at 118. Not Antoine, Antonio. Yeah, yes, sir. No, that's the different one. So this is the one. Nah, that's not the same one. I said that because they use the same name, but that's Pena Perdistri. But he go by CP Freshwater too, because they out of the same gym type shit. But now he won the title. No, that's a different guy. I feel you. That's a different guy. Dick Colazzo just beat him. No, that's a different guy. Different guy. This has got the same cert. Like they go off like those guys in Thailand. They'll change their original name to their gym name. Like CP Freshwater is like a gym or organization, something like that. So yeah, that's what it is. It's kind of confusing, but it's not the same fighter. They're the same size as my 11-year-old kid. Yeah, 105. Oh shit, yeah, bro. I'm waiting and bated breath for Anyway Nakatani. Oh, that's gonna be crazy. He said, "Got you." That's gonna be crazy. Yeah, those top people use it. Yeah. That's what that is, bro. I ain't mean to confuse you, but that's what it is. Yeah. All good. So Melvin Jerusalem, this is another guy that came back. He was a former world champion, WBO champion, lost his title to Colazzo, circled back, and he fought Shikiyoko, took the title from him. So they're going to run that back too. I think that's in March or May. I could be forgetting. I got to get myself together with these dates. But I know he's going to run it back with the guy that he took the title from, Shikiyoko, the number 1 contender. So yeah. Yeah, bro, it's a lot of shit popping. Like Oscar Colazzo is supposed to defend his titles on that Tevin Farmer and the Winners of Payda card in Mexico, March 29th. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit popping though. Yes, sir. So that's what it is, man. The WBC rankings. You know, WBC rankings. So this for me, they normally have the best 1 through 15 for me. You know what I'm saying? I know people are upset with some of these. They do look out for some of these former world champions. Like, let me get back to it. Juan Francisco Estrada, you know what I'm saying, coming off a knockout loss, they put him number 1. All right. So he in position. He been with the WBC for the longest, so they gave him an opportunity to be number 1. Earl Spence Jr., before they took him out the rankings, he coming off a loss to Crawford. They put him number 1 at 154 because they was anticipating a fight with Fondor. They was going to work with him, but I guess he ain't ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? So some people complain about that and all that. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But to me, I feel like when you complain about the big name fighters getting that opportunities, you gotta complain about the fighters that don't get a lot of limelight too. This so the energy is the same. For me, if the energy ain't the same, I just feel like you just talking. It don't got no substance because boxing is boxing at the end of the day. The same politics that happen in these high profile weight classes, they happen down here too. It's just you ain't tapped into it. So yeah, that's what it is. Let me see what else caught my attention. Uh, and y'all know this boxing shit is not a sport, yo. It's a business, and that shit about relationships and who you working with. So if your promoter is like that, if you got some type of connection with these sanction bodies, you can get your ranking up there. Look at Ricardo Nunez. I don't know. Like, I ain't gonna say his win. Like, I don't know if his win in January on the Riyadh season card was enough or had that much value to move him up 10 spots. I don't know, but that tells you, okay, maybe his team is nice, or maybe he's gonna fight maybe he's gonna fight a big name fighter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do I agree with it? No, because he definitely. I don't even think he's a top 15 fighter. I see him. I don't know, but I get it. I get the play, and I can't get mad at anybody getting a hookup, shit, or their team looking out for you. I can never do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people. If you translate what y'all be saying, I'm not saying y'all in the chat, just in general, right? What boxing fans say about this guy don't deserve this, how he deserve this. This thing about like your life situation. Like, what if somebody said some shit like that to you? Bro, you don't deserve that promotion, man. I don't care if you've been here for I don't know how many years or whatever. You don't deserve it. Give it to that dude. You don't deserve. Like, come on, that's it. Hit different when it's about you. So I don't know. These guys, they just trying to do the best they can, and they gonna follow the system that's in place. There's a lot of uproar about Devin Haney being number one, but to my understanding, I thought the champion at least deserved that right. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the issue. If you're the champion of the lower weight class and you want to go up, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he lost to Ryan Garcia. His loss to Ryan Garcia is not the same type of loss that Earl Spence had to Bud Crawford. Totally two different losses. You know what I'm saying? And everything is out the window when you test positive for. When you fight a fighter that tests positive for a banned substance, I don't care if it's minute. I don't care if it's the biggest thing in the world. If you test positive, bro, all bets is off, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you can water that shit down. You can tell me anything you want to tell me. I ain't hearing none of that shit. You tested positive. I didn't. You did. You know what I'm saying? So people are still holding credence to that performance. Maybe you can because he didn't get out the way with the left foot. Maybe you can. Maybe he fought the wrong game plan. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't get totally washed in that fight. Like, I mean, washed like ain't winning no rounds, ain't even doing nothing, not even really competitive. Spence wasn't competitive against Crawford. No matter how much y'all love Spence, let's keep it a buck. That's not the same type of loss, right? So I feel like if Earl Spence can become number one in the WBC, coming off a bad loss in a lower weight class, Devin Haney can be number one in a new weight class, coming off a tainted, a tainted performance against an opponent that was on a banned substance. He can be number one in the next weight class. That's how I look at it. But a lot of people, when they speak on this, they got bias and they don't like the fighter, so they don't know how to speak objectively. So that make them sound crazy trying to talk boxing with somebody like me, because we exposing all emotions. You feel me? So you can talk boxing, I'm cool with it. But if that's what I say, I'd rather say off the rip, like if I get it, like we talk boxing, just tell me, yo, I don't fuck with that dude. Okay, cool. Now I know how to take it. Oh, okay. So everything you saying is you know what I'm saying, it's like blown out of proportion. So I'm cool with that, and I get it. You like who you like. That's good shit though. know what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm getting this chat, but that's what it is, man. I got some time. We can chop it up a little bit real quick before I get off. If you guys got any questions, but let me go back up though. The Philippines desperately looking for a new star. They got a lot of good fighters. Their probably biggest star after Pacquiao is Mark Marcelo. Probably. Some of my favorite boxing channels argue against their own points daily. It depends on whether they're a favorite fighter or not. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. They do that. They do that shit a lot. They do it so much they don't realize they're doing it. I'm interested to know where. Damn! I can go back to it. He's number 4. Well, he's number 4. You can trust me. He's number 4 in the WBC at 130. Number 4. What belt is Zhang and Ajit Kabir fighting for? The WBC interim title. So reason why is because Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Because once Usyk vacated the IBF, then they like, okay, shit, what if we vacate our title? So let's just make an interim title just in case. So yeah, Zhang and Ajit Kabir for the WBC interim title. That's gonna be a good fight. Why they went so hard to get officially removed? It's business at the end of the day. Yeah, man. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like, yo, bro, you test positive, you lose the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You lose the benefit of the doubt. Thank you for schooling me on that. I've been meaning to ask you why so many of them named CP Freshman. Yeah. That's what it is. It's like the sponsorship. It's like their gym. You know what I'm saying? And they normally wear the high yellow. That shit that's so Riverside. It's like so Riverside is that's not his real name. He got another name. I forgot his real name, but if you notice, Riverside, when he fights, he wear that high yellow and red strip. And when those guys like CP Freshmart fight, they wear like black and green. That's their colors. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you good to go, bro. Nah, you good. Nah, we good. He said, I agree. Fans are critical about Haney was going the route he went. They are reasons. Yeah, I mean, I get it though. These fans, they are very polarizing and they're very protective over their. Yeah, it's their sponsor. Yeah. Appreciate you. Yep. That's their sponsor. They're very overprotective over their fighter, and they get sensitive over shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen, like it's just funny. I sit back and look at that shit. It should be funny because I seen people say, "Yo, why Shakur need?" He need Floyd Mayweather. He need Terrence Crawford. He need Andre Ward. He need to be sparring Sean Porter just for Floyd Schofield. And then the next day, Tank Davis taking a picture with Sugar Ray Leonard. So do he need help? You know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense to say they need these guys' help. Bro, I would love look, if any genre you guys in, if it's social media, whatever, basketball, football, whatever, if the top guys that did this shit at elite level is coming to see you, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoever the top YouTuber on the boxing content career, whoever the top on here, if they come in here and start bigging me up and giving me advice and going crazy, I'm going to accept it. I'm like, yeah, good shit. I appreciate it. That's the same shit. But it's okay when it happened for my guy. Sugar Ray Leonard comes to the gym, but it's not okay for Shakur. And Shakur been having that type of love. And Tank get a lot of love too. A lot of people rock with Tank too. To go holler at him. So to me, that's just pettiness. It's like it's like you scrambling for news. So that ain't no news. Like, nobody care about that shit. That shit ain't. Whatever's about to happen on February 22nd and March the 1st, those outside dudes don't got nothing to do with that. Trust. Other dudes don't got nothing to do with that shit. Yeah, man, it's CP. It's like 7-11. Okay, yes sir, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? They looking out for the fighters. I got you. Them is people's. Yeah, grocery store chain. That's what's up. The fight game in the building. What's good with you? They sponsor his career. That's good shit though. That's good shit. So they sponsor like Snack, right? They sponsor like Snack. Let me go do my 15 years of research on it. Yeah, now that's what's up though. It's good that fighters get sponsors and shit because the way this shit be going, a lot of the times fighters be inactive, and that sponsorship money, that shit trigger. that sponsorship money, that sponsorship money kind of help these fighters pay their bills if they don't got fights. He says, snack oregano. It's I'm rooting for Zane to take the WBC belt. Zane, I like Capiel in that fight, but I'm gonna be honest. That's a hard fight to pick too. And Paprika, that's a hard fight to pick because it's like Zane is a bigger puncher, and you know he heavy-handed. He can hurt you anytime in the fight, but that gas tank begin to be looking real slim after 6 rounds, and he ain't as active. And then you got Cabiel is a body puncher, body snatcher type of guy. If he gets inside and is able to invest in the body early, maybe that decreases that gas tank even sooner. So if he gets tired on a regular after 6, maybe the body shots get him tired after 4 or 3. Then you gotta fight. You feel me? So man, I'm ready, bro. If Zane would catch him, man. That's not above. You know what I'm saying? I can see that shit too. And I seen Cabier hurt too. What do you think about the places where Turkey envisioned to have fights? Like, yeah, that's just crazy to me. I mean, I ain't knocking it. It's unorthodox. It's something that I probably ain't tapped into, but I wouldn't want to go no Alcatraz to watch no fight. You know what I'm saying? Or what he said. He also said at the Mount Rushmore too, and then on the Intrepid. The Intrepid do sound crazy though. I think they had fights on the Intrepid before. I know they had wrestling on the Intrepid back in the day. I mean, to me it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's different. I guess if it's gonna bring more eyes to boxing, it's cool. You know, I ain't really mad at it. As long as I get to see it, if it's fights I want to see, I'm cool with it. Like, that's why I ain't really big. Like, I'm not the one to advocate where, he taking all the American fighters. Bro, we've been having American boxing all this time, and we trash the fighters. We talk about how much their pay-per-view is. We say it's trash. We say they can't sell. They can't do this. They can't do that. And then when they go make a bag, man, best in American boxing. Bro, you can't have it both ways. You cannot. You got to pick one side, bro. You got to. You got to. You know what I'm saying? You got to. Oh, he didn't finish in about 6 rounds? Ah, man, let's see. I mean, Zane got the same strength and conditioning coach that helped Ryan Garcia lose those that last little 10 pounds to come in at 143. So he should be gassing out, right? He got Richardson Hitchens too. Danny Jacobs. I don't understand why Zane gassing out. Maybe he too heavy. You know what I'm saying? But I still don't understand that too, because if you heavy in the fight, you heavy in training camp. So if he don't have to cut no weight. So if he come in the ring at 280, so that means he getting tired in training camp. So have you guys fixed that? Because it's not like Zhang is out here throwing 100 punches around. I don't understand that. Maybe he just automatically get tired. Maybe he getting tired in the gym and he just, I don't know, overcoming in different ways. He need his selfie. She might be a little overrated. Those body shots ain't overrated. That's all I'm saying. If he can get to Zane's body, which is not above reasoning, I don't know. But we'll see though. Yeah, he works with that guy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody make no big deal out of that. Oh yeah, that's in the he said he was dehydrated in the Jerry Forrest fight. That's nasty. I never understood how I know guys can get dehydrated. I get it. Anybody get dehydrated, right? But I don't see how an athlete get dehydrated that don't have to cut no weight. I don't know. I don't know. Zay be smoking. He might be. He might be smoking cigarettes and shit. Those squares, kidney failure. He said liver failure is rampant in bodybuilding. I don't think Jit is overrated. He's a dangerous guy. Yeah, the body shots, man. That dude made Frank Sanchez fold up. What was that? My Madoff, he folded. That juice eating up, man. I don't know. Y'all saying that I ain't. He's 40. He's 42 now. Yeah, 42, heavy-handed. It's still a good fight. It's a dangerous fight for both to me. But yeah, it's a good shit though. Yeah, that's all I be saying about that same energy shit. But yeah, it's good though. Like, like YouTube boxing, bro, are the most. We keeping boxing alive type shit. We keeping boxing alive. We talk about boxing, breaking fights down, everything that we do brings to the table. So yeah, bro, a lot of us take this shit passionate. We passionate about it. Winston Lee, what's good with you, bro? That's true. All those Chinese people be doing five boxes a day. So like a lot of these content creators, we passionate about it. They can be passionate about a fighter. Myself, I'm passionate about like what happens in the ring and dropping news and dropping gems to everybody. That's what I'm passionate about. Make sure everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? We all on the same page. We on the same page and we good. And that to me, that's my part of helping boxing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been the one to have a fighter and just everything about that fighter. And you can't say nothing against them. I'm coming at you. I ain't never been like that. To me, that shit is, I don't know. They smoke cigarettes. Man, you know what, though? I ain't never noticed that shit, bro. Now, every time I see... I ain't never peep game. Y'all put me on to something. I know I seen them smoke. Like, I ain't know they smoking like y'all talking about. Five boxes a day. Yo, that's crazy. In this environment, I know like a pack of cigarettes is what? Almost $20 a pack? And they doing 5? I don't know. They smoking those those Chinese... I don't know what they're smoking, but that's crazy. That's a lot of cigarettes. I didn't even know. But yeah, man, that's what's up, though. Y'all stay tuned tonight, yo. We have Pro Box. Pro Box is the only boxing we have tonight. Well, we got boxing today, but I'm talking about like Saturday night. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. So we got Shazor and Otto Wallen coming up. So I think that's like 2 o'clock for the East Coast. Let me check real quick. Make sure everybody's good with that. Yeah, this is an IBF eliminator for the number 2 spot. I don't know if you guys know this. Oh, this is gonna be on the zone. Oh, yo, this card is gonna be on the zone, y'all. Queensberry haven't officially switched over to the zone, but for the US, for us, they're gonna show it. So look like 1:30 East Coast time. This card gonna start on the zone. And they're going to have some undercard fights on the Queensberry YouTube channel if you guys try to tap in. This is a good fight, though. If Otto Wallen, he's 6'5", good boxer. If he can kind of keep Shazor away, he can have some success. Shazor can get outboxed, but you know Shazor a dog. He played possum. Yeah, like he's so tired. They hit you with an overhand right hand, and then we going home. So he fight away. Shazor, every time I watch him fight, it's like funny. Like he always doing some funny ass shit, but he a dog though. So yeah, we can tap in with that, and then the Pro Box card. So this is like the first time Pro Box is going to have a Saturday night by themselves. So no top rank, no PBC, no match room. We rocking with Pro Box. So y'all got to go in that chat tonight. Make sure you guys tapping in and support. You know what I'm saying? It's free too, so you don't gotta whatever. You can just log on to YouTube and get busy. So yeah, I'll probably see y'all up in there. You said 17. Man. Yeah, 20. Yeah. Yep. War Shazor. Yeah. War Shazor. No, he didn't fight, man. He was supposed to fight on Thursday, but he pulled out after the weigh-in on Wednesday because he said he was sick. So he'll probably Top Rank might run him back on that Janabek card. Janabek fighting in Kazakhstan. What is it, man? April the 5th. So he might get on that card. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he had to pull out. He had some speech issues going on. Damn. I ain't even listened to none of the interviews as of late. I just feel like Shazor is just crazy, bro. He a real one too. I really only get excited about weigh-ins and ring walks. About 45 minutes of rumble. 48 minutes of rumble. Everything else is boxing based in cartoons. Yeah. You know what? Speaking of that, the ring walk, I ain't gonna lie, I was like nervous last week for Morrell and Benavidez. Like after let me see. When I started getting nervous. When I seen like they talk about the fight and then they show their picture and then they'll go to the ring walks. I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Not like I'm nervous, like I'm scared type shit, but like anticipating. So I feel what you're saying on that. Shazor going to crack Otto. Okay. Let's see. I think he gonna try to rough him up and be like rough with him. I can see. You can tell his game plan, like how he was at the weigh-in, how he put the dude in the headlock and he was all in his space. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. Yeah, he have in the headlock. Yeah. Shazor funny. I love the pro box fights. But Paulie, man, I get you. I do get you, bro. I don't mess with Paulie like that either. They can keep Chris Algieri. He's solid. Yeah, man, Paulie, I tune him out. They just announced another card for Pro Box, March the 22nd. They're gonna reschedule Lester Martinez versus Joshawn James. That fight's supposed to be tonight. So they got February the 8th. They got February the 19th with Gabe Flores Jr. They got March the 8th with Joet Gonzalez versus Arnold Kagai. And then they got March 22nd with Martinez versus James. So, yeah. Yeah, bro. No, for sure. I ain't gonna lie. That shit. The big fights, I be like that. Like the Spencer Crawford shit, bro. I was like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Carissa Shields fight, too. Because, not that I thought she was going to lose or anything. I was like, I didn't realize how big old girl was. Like, I seen her face off and all that shit, but in the ring, she had to be about 205 at least, right? So I was like, not nervous. I was like, something gonna happen. And then the Morrell and Benavidez fight, all the way through that fight, I felt like, bro, one shot can change this fight. And then I think Morrell let in like a jab type of left hook in the third round. They kind of buckled Benavidez. So, yeah, bro. I get the same feeling when I see red and blue light. Oh, bro, man, listen, bro. I was like, shit. I was making sure. I know I don't got nothing. I just make sure. Hold on. Let me check it. All right. Put my hands on these wheels, the steering wheel, turn the lights on. Hands on the steering wheel. You know what I'm saying? You know the procedure. That shit do get you nervous. Same, all big fights have my hands and feet sweating, bro, man. Yeah, so y'all, we on the same boat. You know what I'm saying? We all feel the same shit. Now, some of the fights though, like the undercard fights, I just be watching, checking out, looking at the footwork, how they throw their punches, just watching. But I really can't break shit down while watching big fights because I'm so like, something like y'all say, jittery and like that. So I have to go. That's why I have to go back and rewatch it and be like, okay, all right. Let's look at little shit. He said, yeah, that crazy hurt Benavidez. Yeah, I think it was more so like a jab, right? And it's funny because what was the punch that knocked down Benavidez and his only knockdown? It was a jab from Graville. So if I'm like, and it was a counter shot too. So if I'm like these fighters preparing for Benavidez, I'll take advantage of that. Look at that shit in the tape. Just throw a stiff, hard jab at him when he ready to make his attack. Throw a stiff, and when he square up, throw a stiff, hard jab to stop him in his tracks. Maybe that's the key to guys like Bivol and Turbia. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Morrell he's going to gain so much experience off that fight. Like, that's why he don't need to step too far back down. He gonna have to step down because he's like number 4. To me, this is how I look at it. He's number 4 in the light heavyweight behind Turbia, Bivol, Benavidez. The 3 Bs, triple Bs, right? He's right at number 4. So he don't need to go all the way down and fight the Calvin Hendersons of the world and Sina Beku. He don't need to go back. Anthony Yard, you know what I'm saying? Bawaxi, Albert Ramirez, what's the other kid name? Fuck, I forgot his name. Callum Smith, that winner. You know what I'm saying? That's where he need to be. Oh, even like Alexander Volchik is a good fight for your experience. But you know what I'm saying? Jesse Hart is a solid name, but it's a little bit of a step down, but it's not all the way down. So he probably needs to go like in the middle. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the return of Morrell. He's a young guy too. So yeah, so that's what it is, man. Salute to everybody coming through the building, though. Much appreciated. Hopefully you guys enjoy this fight week, and then next week we got a lot of stuff coming up too. So yes, sir. I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna recap all these fights, and then we got some news and notes. So it's a lot of, in that segment, is a lot of gems, a lot of knowledge, a lot of information that we're gonna put out and make sure everybody's tracking. So hopefully to see you guys then. I'm gonna drop that notification. Well, I'm gonna drop that so you can set your notifications, and you know what I'm saying, that's how we're gonna get it. Yes, sir. So yeah, appreciate you coming through, teaching the bill. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the information. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, I like look out for, well, of course, the main event. Zach Parker got a late replacement, and that guy, he got a lot of knockouts on his resume. Look out for that. If you're a betting man, take a look at those odds. Take a look at those fighters before you know what I'm saying, do that. I think that could be a good move. But Zach Parker is on the card. It's a kid named, let me show him real quick before I go. This kid right here is on the card, Jack Rafferty. He fights at 140. Pretty solid fighter. He's a big, strong guy. Look like he probably can fight at 160. Look like he a 160 pounder, 154. Look out for him. Nathan Haney is on the card. He's a middleweight fringe contender coming off a loss. I think it's a knockout loss too. So he beat, no, he coming off knockout loss. And he beat Denzel Bentley. So he's trying to come back. So yeah, for me, that's what I'm looking for. Main event, these two guys. These two fighters, and yes, sir. Tap in. So yeah, bro. Yes, sir. All right, salute to everybody coming through, man. I appreciate you guys' time, and I'm out.